Let's kick this shit.
You should open your mouth a little wider when you speak. The snozberries taste like snozberries. Little surprises around every corner, but nothing dangerous. I'm a trifle deaf in this ear. Speak a little louder next time. Stop, don't come back. There it goes. So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Hey Greg, come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination.
Pure imagination.
That's horrible. Welcome to Straight Down the Middle. We're here to review a game. This is Greg. I am Zach. Back and better than ever, baby. What are we reviewing?
Willy Wonka on the Chocolate
Avengers.
Factory.
After we start with the pure imagination.
What the hell did you think it was going to be?
Jersey Jack pinball machine.
Yep.
Released back in 2019, I believe.
Underrated Jersey Jack
And
pinball machine.
underrated. Check out our top 10 most underrated pinball machines video. An underrated pinball machine designed by Pat Lawler.
Yes.
Old Pat Lawler. Coding by the whole team over there, but Joe
Yep,
Katz.
Joe Katz, lead.
Joe Katz. And then John Yowsey on artwork.
Yes, John.
Yeah, John Yowsey.
Good
and
stuff.
our boy for animation, JP DeWin.
Vote to win.
And the team
Vote to win.
over there. God, I love that
Vote to
guy.
win. Vote to
Love
win.
that guy.
Vote to win.
We're going to review this game. This game doesn't get a lot of love, Greg.
No.
It gets a lot of hate. Everybody loves pirates. Eric, man, you're pirates. I love you too, Eric. But this game holds its own.
It's a sleeper.
It's a sleeper hit. Why don't we kick it over to you going over the overview, or me? We'll give you an overview on the layout and the rules of this game, and then we will come back to rate it. Zach and Manny here again with Straight Down the Middle of Pinball Show, the Pinball Network, and Flip N Out Pinball. I'm here to give you guys an overview of the layout and the rules of Willy Wonka Pinball by Jersey Jack Pinball. Coming in 3 different trim levels: the standard edition, the limited edition, and the, God, I wish I could afford, the collector's edition. This is a fantastic pinball machine that is unique in many, many ways. Loaded, jam-packed, and just so much fun to play. So come along on the journey as I show you in depth Willy Wonka Pinball. We will go left or right on the playfield to show you all of the features, but down on the bottom, as you guys see, it's that typical Pat Lawler layout where you have 2 in lanes, 2 in lanes to the left, 1 in lane to the right, and then your 2 typical out lanes. You do have a kickback right here that also lights a special. In the in lanes, you collect candy with the candy cane, as well as build towards that factory with that inner left in lane. So in this particular model, there's a lot of aftermarket modifications. So things like the piping, the factory, the top hat back here, as you'll see, they don't come from the factory like that. They can always be added later, but this is my particular model, so I like modifications. Left or right, we have a lane that goes right up in here, and it has a target. I don't know if you see a target right in the back there. And it also has a magnet right here. Whenever you hit that ball up there, the magnet will stop it for a brief second so that you can take this upper flipper and hit it to the spinner shot. Once we're going up here, there's a pathway that goes through pop bumpers as an orbit. Very tricky shot, but very satisfying once you do hit it. One of the main features of this game is the gobstopper. When you hit this, the gobstopper spins, and there's a hidden platform down here that uncovers a gobble hole that you can hit it into to lock balls. Working our way up the play field, here's one of your main ramps. We're going to call this the left ramp, or the gobstopper ramp. Hitting the left ramp will send it in either 2 locations. Typically back to your left flipper, or it has a diverter under this mechanism that will drop it down to that in lane that we talked about where that magnet is. The magnet will hold it for a brief second, and then you can shoot that shot. So once you hit that left orbit, it will either divert it down to the play field for a clean upper flipper shot, or it's going to put it back down safely to your left flipper. There's a captive ball right in here. There's another ball, so when you hit that, the force transfers that energy to another ball, which then goes up and hits a target up there. This is important for collecting the kids so that you can start that multi-ball. Somewhat tricky to see from the video, but there is a lot going on up here, a lot of shots up here, as well as an additional upper right flipper. Upper right flipper can hit up the, I don't know if you can see it, it's a Wonka Vader ramp that goes up, back, behind all of that, and then joins onto your typical left ramp, wire form and ramp area here. Again, then that can be diverted down onto the playfield or back to your left flipper. There's two paths then follow right here under the Wonka vision. The left path is going to be your Mike TV shot. It's going to loop back around to the back of the game, come into the pops, and then it's going to end up in the playfield area. The right path is going to do a mini loop around, and it's going to fall into a saucer or a scoop area right here. A lot of times whenever you're starting the individual modes like the welcome to the factory and vending room, etc., you're going to do that by starting it right there. Now again, tricky to see, but there is an Augustus Gloop spinner that's right there that you can access and hit off of that upper left flipper. Again, it's going to go around and it's going to come back through your pop area. As we're working our way back around the playfield, there are 3 stand-up targets here that spell out GUM, G-U-M. That's for Violet Beauregard's collecting her. And in certain modes, they're going to want you to hit the GUM targets. That's what they're referring to. There's also a right ramp here. We call this the Wonka bar, the chocolate ramp, factory ramp is what it's called. Now this factory is an additional mod that I put there. Otherwise there's nothing there, and you can hit it right up the right ramp. It loops back around and safely back down to your right flipper. It's a very wide open shot, but don't underestimate it because that is a very difficult shot to hit. There are factory targets as well, stand-up targets here. The Vuck kicks the ball back out into the shooter lane that you hit in that gobstopper there. Hole comes out, you hit it in there, it's going to shoot it back up into the shooter lane rather than shooting it back out at you like on many typical games. Alright, now we're going mobile. I'm going to teach you guys really quickly the object of this game. You guys see down here that there are 5 golden tickets. The object of this game is to obtain all of these golden tickets and to get to pure imagination. Each ticket can be obtained through a certain path. Let's go over those paths now. One of the paths to get one of these golden tickets is to complete all of these. These are awards up here. Super spinner, collect bonus, 2 times the Wonka bars. That's my favorite because you hit the spinner for to really rack up those points. Slugworth multi-ball, Super X 2X, these are your multipliers, Super X 3X, Playfield 4X, Playfield 5X, and then your typical modes, Golden Egg Room, Fizzy Lifting Drink Room, Inventing Room, and Welcome to the Factory. Now the Golden Egg Room, that is where you're going to collect Veruca Salt. In the Fizzy Lifting Drink Room, that's where you're going to collect our boy Charlie. As you'll see right here, there's indicators that goes 1 through 200. Every time you hit a ramp combination, there are a lot of ways to get those Wonka bars, but you'll get a Wonka bar. You collect those Wonka bars, and this is basically your visual indicator as to how many you have collected. As you're collecting bars, you're going to increase the bonus at the end, as well as lighting the computer for computer awards up top. Biggest toy in the game there is the Gobstopper. Again, hit the Gobstopper, it opens up, you can lock a ball within that hole. I don't know if you can see the hole right now, but you lock a ball there, you lock 3 balls, and you will start Gobstopper multi-ball. If you get, I believe, 5 jackpots in Gobstopper multi-ball, then you will receive a golden ticket. Sounds easy, it is not. There are different areas on the playfield. You guys already heard me talk about Veruca, how you collect her, Fizzy Lifty Drink Room, how you collect Charlie down here. But there are other areas. The gum targets is Violet. Mike TV's the back path there. The spinner shot right here, that's Augustus Gloop. So whenever you're hitting those, you hit those enough, you will qualify that particular kid or that particular character. Once that character is qualified, you will see a blinking light here. It says collect kid. You hit that to collect the kid. But once you collect the kid, then it's basically, let's say it's stored right here. So then you're going to store it right here. The kid is stored. Now, you can start after you collect one child. Sounds really horrible at this point, but once you qualify one child, you can start that multi-ball. But you're only going to get a small 2-ball multi-ball. Jackpots aren't going to be as large. But if you try to get as many kids as you can, maybe even all the kids, and then you hit it up there to start that multi-ball, that's where your points are going to come in. Now here's the trick. You've got to collect enough of the jackpots during that kid multi-ball in order to get the golden ticket. Now if you guys see right in the back there's the Wonkavator. So throughout tasks in the game, you're going to light the lock for the super locks, and that's the Wonkavator. Once you hit them through the orbit when they're qualified, it will divert the ball back, jump up that VUC, and will store them there. Once you get 3, one of the coolest moments in the game will occur, as well as Wonkavator Multi-Ball. During Wonkavator Multi-Ball, if you complete Wonkavator Multi-Ball, if you complete it, I never have, you will receive another golden ticket. There's one golden ticket in here that's just hidden. And it's a secret. And those are your 5 golden tickets. Other things you're doing throughout this game, right here, you'll see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you're hitting ramps and combos, these are going to progress. But wait too long before hitting another combo, and you're going to go back down. So you need to keep that ball alive to get it to that question mark. Once the question mark lights, again, for only a short period of time, you hit this captive ball to receive essentially a mystery award. Now those mystery awards are very valuable. They've got a lot of stuff in them, including multi-balls, etc. One of the cool things about this game is once you get through one golden ticket, you receive 1 golden ticket, you can start Oompa Loompa multi-ball or mini wizard mode. You get 2, you go to the office, and I'm not even going to give away how cool that mini wizard mode is, and so on and so forth. And that, my friends, is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory Pinball Machine by Jersey Jack Pinball. Would you just look at it? Woo!
The wait is over. A revolution in LED lighting for your pinball is finally here. Fully customizable, full spectrum lighting from Pin Stadium Lights. Order yours now at pinstadium.com.
Chrome it, brass it, black nickel it, candy chrome it, powder coat it. The possibilities are endless at pinballplating.com. Your pinball machine deserves the best. At Comet Pinball, you'll find the best variety of LED products with the best quality LEDs, and most importantly, at the best price. Your collection is begging for an upgrade. Order yours now at cometpinball.com. Check out Pin Graphics for the latest and greatest in pinball enhancements, power blades, blade skins, pin blades, and even more. Visit pingraphics.com now to see what's available for your pinball machine.
Well, Greg, this game gets poo-pooed sometimes because of the artwork. Let's kick it into artwork. You're pretty high on artwork.
I don't think the artwork's that bad.
You're an A-.
Yeah, I mean, the cabinet looks good.
Massey.
Yeah, the layout of that playfield, I think it's a beautiful game. Like, and even lighting and stuff aside.
We are rating the LA version.
Yes.
The Jersey Jack LA version. We weight our grades.
Yes.
So as you guys can see on the screen here, these are the weights for our particular categories here. So for 10% on art, you're saying A-. You like it.
I like it. It's not bad. It's pretty. Color scheme's good. They stay true to the characters. It's very good rendering of those characters.
Colorful?
Does it like... You know, I mean, is there better? Yeah, but this is really solid.
I don't mind. Everybody crapped on the cabinet art. I
love the cabinet art. It's
Gene
simple.
Wilder right there.
Yeah, what else do you want? It's clean. It's clean.
It is clean.
It is a clean pin. Not overly cluttered, not overly done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good job, sir.
I'm going to B. Just a good old B. I think it's solid. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I can take that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I respected the cleanliness of it, and again, it's another one of those odd things I think that can be hard to pull off. It's like, you know, you can cry on film, But to do comedy on film, that takes
some chops. You gotta get in there.
Yeah.
This is going to sound sacrilegious. John Yowsey is one of the most pronounced artists in all of pinball history.
I like him.
But this is 2020. Greg.
Gotta up it a little bit.
When I'm looking at an art package, I kind of compare everything to a Zombie Yeti. That's the gold standard. And I
agree.
say, what would Zombie Yeti do with this? And I think he would do something different. That's why I'm at a B. It's not pushing. It's not pushing the game forward.
I struggled with it a little bit, but like I said, I rationalized it.
It's B for beautiful. I'm still good with it in a collection. Just a solid B.
I think it's pretty in a collection. Damn.
What about shots and layout? This is Pat Lawler.
One of Lawler's best games.
At JJP, he's done very well. Dialed In was a great shooting game.
Very much was.
Willy Wonka was a great shooting game.
Yep.
I love it. We're at the same thing. We're A minuses.
There's not much better. It's great flow. It's smooth. Smooth shots.
I love this layout.
Wonka Vader, or not the Wonka Vader, but the Wonka Vision is a tough shot to shoot. It's difficult. It's not easy.
But it feels so good.
But it feels so good.
Because as soon as it moves off that flipper, Greg, you know if it's in there or not.
You do.
So it's like a home run.
Yep.
You know if it's in there.
100%.
I like that, not to interrupt you, but I like when we see all these newer games come out and people say, oh, I can tell that looks like Guardians. Or no, that looks like that. Or no, that looks like, this is just a repeat. Does Willy Wonka layout look like anything?
Nope.
That is the most unique layout.
Yep.
And it works. It works well.
And I love the magnet hold off the flipper.
Oh.
I love that during that and you hit that because it sets up a shot that you need. It sets up
one of the greatest spinner shots in pinball.
It is fantastic.
I love that inner orbit spinner rip.
Yep.
Oh, and especially if you got Wonka bars, at 2-time Wonka bars, and you hit that spinner.
It is a phenomenally laid out game. And you would think that right ramp
would be mean one.
It'd be easy, but it's not. It's kind of harsh.
It's mean. It's open, but it's mean. Yeah. That left ramp, you can backhand it over.
Pat created something that is a bit of an odd anomaly of like a game that seems on the surface that it should be easy because it's a JJP. It plays a little softer, a little floatier. Yeah. The ramps that he created, everything's smooth. There's a little clunk here and there. But it's so brutal.
Oh, yeah.
With speed. There's some speed. It's an odd thing for a floaty, slow, seemingly
that right ramp, you can make that
game.
fly off the ramp.
Yeah, it is. It's just an odd thing when you're playing it.
The feeling of that upper flipper ramp, that little ramp.
Yes.
Oh, I love that feeling.
And
it kicks it out, and you know you're just gonna pop. You know the feel.
Yes.
The feel. This game feels so. You know what? Dialed In may technically be a better layout.
Yes.
I prefer this layout over Dialed In.
But you know,
I just love the feeling.
Like the moments in shots. Feel good shots. This game, for whatever it has feel good shots that when you make them and you hit them, you're just always like.
You feel like you're on fire if you can hit it through the pops to that little flipper upper ramp and then back to a ramp and then
Yeah.
And believe it or not, this is more of a toy that gobstopper, but it is a shot, and that shot feels good.
The shot does feel good.
It feels solid.
It's a weird
and
little
it spins
neck
to give you that reaction.
But it does feel good.
The only reason I'm not at an A or an A plus is because design-wise, out of the pops, Pat always does that where Whirlwind, he's punishing you. It's just wrong. When you get that game is hard enough. I don't need out of the pop bullshit right now. I do not need it.
And it's reminiscent of like Aerosmith and stuff too, and that's why I hate Aerosmith. But this game has enough going. I'm like you. Like I toyed with throwing it down quite a bit more.
I did too. That was that. But I'm like, there's way too many great shots in this game.
It's one of those things that when you've got a good ball going and it happens, so you're like, fuck this game. I'm done with this.
Yeah.
But everything in between is so good that you can't get. It's
a one more game. I sold mine because I played it more than every JJP that I've owned combined. I played the hell out of this game. And guess what? I want a collector's edition.
I don't blame you.
That's ultimately why I got rid of the LX. I'm like, this is one of my favorite games. I've got to get a collector's edition.
I played the shit out of that game. God.
A minus. The game's great. Rules. Now you're in the B category here, B plus.
Well, I'm B plus, and I'll tell you what.
He's wrong. Let's let him. But
I'll tell you what happened, and I'm going to apologize to Joe.
Oh.
I'm going to give Joe a lot of accolades. I'm going to give him a lot of praise. But then I'll tell you why that I went down with this because it took a long time for this to happen. I don't think people understand this rule set.
No, they don't.
Which is that's just stupid that they can't understand it and grasp it. But it's a weird thing because you played the hell out of it, and
I still don't know all the rules.
like you didn't really understand about the stacking and about how that you're achieving the 3 different colors. You get we'll call it red, I guess, red, purple, and was it yellow? On there, I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember. But you can stack all those, and all those are coordinating to different shots on the playfield, like loops, and then you've got the Wonka.
Stern Star Trek, similar.
Yes.
Yellow's a hurry up. You got the light blues. That's a combo.
But what you can do is you can stack everything. Your captive ball counts towards it. And you can stack everything, or you can. Well, let me go back. I guess can we cut that?
Here's the problem.
No, it's not the problem.
Ahead.
It's the explanation. So if I hit my captive ball and I get my captive ball set up, then I'll start one of the captive ball places on the snake trail by shooting the Wonka vision.
Yep.
Well, what I want to do is I want to hit my loops. I want to get all my loops done. I want my Wonka. What is that? The Wonka. What is
Wonka
that?
vision?
No.
TV?
No, not the TV.
screen?
What's the loop or the ramp? Right ramp.
Oh, factory.
Factory ramp. So sorry. Hit your factory ramp. I want to get all that built up so that I can stack all of those when I hit the Wonka vision, because I can do that once I get all. So then I can stack one of my modes with maybe 4x playfield multiplier from hitting my purple loops, and it's all color coordinated.
It is.
So it's easy to
And it's all
understand.
displayed on the screen,
It's
too,
all
if you know where
displayed
to
on the
look.
screen, so it's super easy to understand. And when you find that out and you're trying to stack all that stuff and you're wanting to get everything rolling at the same time, maybe Slugworth multi-ball going at the same time.
Get a mode going.
Yeah, all those different things from your captive balls and everything else. That code is phenomenal. It's actually one of my favorite codes ever.
I've told you
Favorite codes
and
ever.
when I made you play one for months, you agreed. This is one of those games. It's rare to have a game like this that when you blow this game up and you're blowing it up, it lets you know.
It does.
It almost feels like it's about to start on fire.
Yes.
Because it's like fireworks everywhere.
You're
that game
rolling.
feels so good blowing it up. Because you've got, like you said, 3 or 4 things stacking. They're all going.
Yes.
Oh, man.
And like you said, then you're going into other multi-balls. By that time, you might start kid multi-ball. You might be going into your
be careful.
gobstopper multi-ball.
Are you going to start kid multi-ball with 2 kids?
No, you want to
Because that's
stack
only
and
2
build
balls.
your kids.
Yeah, get 5 of them going, or risk reward, because if you drain, then you've spoiled it.
And it's sort of risk reward with what I said about shooting your Wonka vision. Yeah, you can
It's
start a
all
mode
risk-reward.
by starting your factory ramps or shooting those captive balls. You can go ahead and shoot that Wonka vision and start something, or you can hold off and try to get all 3 of those gauges up and shoot it. So it's another great risk reward.
For me, the rules in the code are an A.
Here is my failure real
A.
quick. There's just not enough modes. There's not enough
no,
everything,
there
especially
is.
when you are stacking everything. The moments are few and far between with those, because it's just like, how many times am I in Slugworth now that I've got that built up? And you've only got like 4 or 5 modes there in your normal roads from factory ramp. There's just not enough variety to
Not
me.
enough of the... Yeah, okay.
I need more of those. I know that makes it more difficult, and everything, but I want more variety in it, because after you play that game so
Like,
much...
welcome to the factory again. Here we
Oh
go.
my
Or the
God.
golden egg.
Exactly.
Here we go.
I'm here again with the golden egg. Why? So that's my only complaint.
The
is,
reason it's like that is because there's so much other things you can do. Slugworth's not part of those modes. You can get Slugworth going. You can get Wonka
No, but that's what I'm telling you. If
get
you
the kids going.
No, that's
You
what I'm
can
saying.
get
If you're wanting to do all those individually, that's fine. But if
Wonka
you're
Vader.
stacking them to blow them up, you're running 3 of those things at a time. You're already knocking 3 off.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's like 4 stacks, and
Yeah,
you're
but that's
done.
like the ultimate feeling.
Oh, it
That's the
feels
ultimate.
good, but I want more.
I'd love to see somebody do those 3 of those ultimate stacks in a game. Hell,
No, I want more
the code
variety.
is phenomenal
I want more
because,
variety.
and I've said it before. Well, I've said it since day one. There is a genius to that code set.
There
That
is. There
nobody's
is. That's what I'm
done.
saying. I don't want
Nobody's
to
done that type of code.
No, it's so unique.
There's a genius there, and I love that there are moments there too.
There are
the
moments.
Wonkatonia.
Yes. Oh. It pisses me off playing.
With the him
but
singing in the
it's so
background and
good.
going dark, it being eerie.
That may be
There's
one,
some
and I
huge
am not a
moments.
fan of that movie. That may be one of the best moments in pinball.
It's good.
It's
Or even in the same game, Wonka Vader multi-ball.
It's
Here we go.
Yeah.
And then you get the shaker.
it builds up.
and then here they come.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to harp on Joe because I was probably unfair for that, but like I said, that's what wore thin on me from the game.
Yeah.
The moments are there, but your normal play, and it takes a little
Light
bit
shows are coded wonderfully.
to get up to that stuff, though.
The Oompa Loompa candy, and you got all the colors everywhere.
But listen, do you not agree, though, that it takes quite a bit of playing for you to really open that game up, too? So when you go drop a few quarters in it at an arcade, those people never experience that game. You have to own this game to be able to get to those moments and get into those full experiences.
Perfect.
That's another why my grade level is a little
because
lower.
it felt like the coder and the designer might have been on different pages. Because Pat Lawler, it's a drain monster. Pat Lawler's like, this is in a location, eating quarters. He's that old school mentality.
Yeah.
You got Joe Katz, it's like, I really want people to breathe, really
Yes.
options. I want to give people options here. And it's kind of a
It's like opening a bottle of red wine, and you need to let it air a little bit. You need a little aeration in there. You need to let that breathe a little bit before you really enjoy that wine. That's what this pen does versus just going straight into a fucking harsh, a Chardonnay or something and just like,
This is not an always easy to understand game.
No, it's not. It took me a minute to grasp.
People say the same about Hobbit, and they're just wrong. Hobbit's very easy to
Hobbit,
understand.
I couldn't still.
It's super easy. There's 5 things to do. This one's similar, but it's a little bit more tricky. I'm going to give an A to anybody that gives me a captive ball, Greg, that I want to hit.
Oh, I love hitting that captive ball.
Bravo.
I agree.
It's a captive ball that I love hitting
agree.
because it means something.
It does mean something. It holds a lot of value.
I'm talking
in that
right
game.
now. I'm going to buy this game.
It holds a lot of value in that
I
game.
need to go buy this game. It's phenomenal. Toys and innovation.
Yeah.
We're both in the B's. I'm going to B plus, you're at a B. What happened?
What is there really there?
It's solid.
Oh, yeah. Physical ball up.
I like the Wonka Vader physical ball.
Magnets.
I like magnets.
Plus. Magnets
and
are plus.
they're different little magnets. Innovative.
Yeah.
Little magnets and little lights.
Yeah.
Little pinhole lights. Mm-hmm. There's not a lot.
No,
I mean, toy-wise, you get Oompa Loompa with the camera, but that doesn't do
No,
shit.
they
And I
don't
don't
do
even like
anything.
the looks of it.
No.
Wonka Vision's cool. 7-inch screen in the
but
back.
it's a screen.
It's a screen.
Yep. But it does not.
You get the diverter.
It does
all
not
over.
affect my gameplay.
Not a lot of toys. The Gobstopper is the main toy, and it's a good toy.
It's a good
Don't
toy.
get me wrong.
It's a good toy. And it was innovative. It's different. It is a different mech.
the
They
gobble
worked
hole-
hard on that. The gobble hole is?
It is a great toy,
It is.
but it's not enough.
No, it's not enough. But the game doesn't need it. Don't let that hinder you. The game doesn't need that stuff.
No, it's one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
but it's category.
B plus and a B. Music and call-outs. People rip this too. You didn't rip it. You're at a solid B plus.
Yeah,
You like it.
yeah.
People say I don't like the old man.
I liked it.
I didn't.
I
mind
thought
if
it
you
added
liked
to it.
It makes sense to me. It
It
feels
does
good
me
to me.
too.
I
It
like
does
that
feel
call
good.
out.
I do too.
I didn't mind it at all. I'm at an A minus.
I like the call outs. It more bottles down. It comes to the theme.
People
for
are
me.
like, oh, it lacks assets. I always call bullshit because I'm like,
I don't know what more you need.
it includes every significant call out from that film that you want, and it's the actual asset.
Yes.
It's not a voice actor.
Yep.
It is every single one that you want from that
And
film.
you were able to create moments off of those assets that you had, which is
Yeah.
what matters.
Sure, I would have. It's a musical. Willy Wonka is. I would have loved more of the actual assets of the lyrical music. Mm-hmm. You know, I want it now.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
but
I could have taken more, but to me, it's not a miss.
like
You don't miss
hearing,
them.
Hearing Gene Wilder sing "Pure Imagination," come with me. Okay,
Yeah.
but at least he sings Wonkatonia.
Yeah. And it was still fun.
The way you go.
So
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
get
it's so creepy.
nothing.
Still
You lose. Good
The
day,
calls are
sir.
great. And the music's good.
It's good. It's not bad. That's
People don't like the sound. It was a new sound designer. He worked on casinos. And they're like, it's a slot machine. They should have never said he worked on slot machines.
No
because
one
people
would have
just- yeah,
ever.
they wouldn't.
I like the
jump on it.
tones.
Yeah.
Kind of a homage to
It's
old
a
pins.
chocolate candy factory.
Yeah. It's a factory. They're
Yes.
factory sounds. Exactly.
Display and animation. You're to B plus.
Yeah.
Sorry, JP.
I mean, I think JP did it for what he had to work with. I think it was marvelous creating that factory. And there's a lot of little workings and a lot of stuff going on. But I want something more visually impactful on that screen. And I don't think that it's visually impactful.
Okay. I'm going to name minus. I would have been into B with you if I didn't get movie clips.
Yes.
I love that we get the assets from there, and I think
Yeah.
they're nice how they come up and
Yeah.
they look vintage. They make sense to me.
Oh, very beautiful.
I like that, and it's JP to win. I have a hard time with his level of expertise and skill to rate anything besides an A, but I will admit,
Yeah.
this is my least favorite JP to win
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah.
It just is.
I mean, what he had to work with, like I said, it was a lot, but he had to work with a lot with Pirates, and he pulled Pirates off.
Yeah, he did.
Fantastically.
And I don't like the rendering and his idea of the Oompa Loompas in this.
Yeah.
They don't do much for me.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
But it's more
Still
impeccable
good.
work than most of the industry.
Agree.
Theme.
Ooh.
Now here's where you don't like this
I
thing.
don't really care for it.
It's a good pinball theme, but you're a B.
Yeah, it works like it's a theme because it is such an iconic film that I'm fine with it. It's not like dialed in or something stupid even honestly the ugliness of Walking Dead and everything I don't want in there. But it's I would
This
keep it in
theme
my
or
room.
Avengers? Which one do you like? You're a comic book guy.
No, man, I like theme or the actual pen Avengers.
No, the theme. Just the theme.
Oh, I'd go with
Avengers. Iron Man,
Yeah,
Guardians.
I would.
Kind of like
yeah,
that
I'd go with that
superhero
stuff.
more.
But man, this like if I'm actually comparing pens, like this pen would win over almost all
What
of
about
those.
Wizard of Oz? Theme wise, just theme.
No, Wizard of Oz.
You're a classic Wizard of Oz
classic
guy?
Wizard of Oz.
Okay, all right.
Easily.
I'm an A+ because it is a Grail theme for
Yeah,
me. It's one of my favorite films of all time. I think it has some of the wittiest humor in all of film.
It's a sadistic movie in a way.
I love that it's edgy. I love that it's dark. But it's a children's film.
Yeah.
I love everything about it. It holds up to the test of time.
Yeah.
It's still one of the greatest films ever made, and it's Gene Wilder's masterpiece in my
I can
opinion.
agree with that.
He doesn't have to share the screen with anybody because he doesn't need to.
No.
He doesn't need Richard Pryor.
No.
He doesn't need any Mel
Love Richard Pryor,
Brooks.
though.
He doesn't need any of these people.
Probably this is his best performance.
And it's so dark. His performance is so understated. Oh, I'm in love with it. So Willy Wonka is one of my favorites ever. So it's a top 10 theme ever for me. It's
good.
Sorry, I'll keep going, man. I love Willy
good.
Wonka. Enjoyability.
Oh,
We're both at A. You're an A-. I'm an A.
yeah.
This game doesn't get old playing. I get more angry at this game than I get playing most. This is a Walking Dead type of anger level.
Only
rage
because
for me.
of those pops.
I've cough and dropped the Willy Wonka I had.
I believe it. I believe
Did it a couple
I
times.
believe it. When you are so,
I just get so mad.
because
dude.
that
I get
game,
so
that
mad.
game takes a fucking investment to play.
Because you load everything up.
Yes.
Everything is right there, and then you get a cheap fucking drain from the pops.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to tip it over.
Yep.
But then I press start
There
again.
needs to be a fix.
God, it's to blow it up too.
Yeah.
The score wise, you can just blow it up. It's right there.
Yeah.
It's right
and
there.
you know when you're going to blow it
Yes.
up. You know when
it's
you're going to
right
blow it
there.
up.
God, it makes me so angry.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't buy this game again. It brings out the worst in me. It really does.
It's one of the most frustrating games I've ever
I'm
played.
hitting glass. Oh,
Yeah.
have you ever rocked one? I'll admit, when I get really mad at a game, you motherfucker, I'll rock the tune. I'll put it up on two legs. I'm like, God, I hate you.
No. My wife says it sounds like, because I get vulgar.
Do
and
you?
I say things that like
That Willy Wonka would blush at.
that even on our show there's no way. I
Like
could-
Veruca Salt over here.
So Chelsea's like, sounds like you got fucking Tourette's down there every time
yes.
you're playing. Because it does. Like, because it lasts. Like, and I don't know what happens. It's just I have to get it out, or I can't step back up to the pin and play another ball. So I have to release
I
it.
remember now. It's all coming back. That pin put me in bad moods.
Yeah, it will.
it ruined my night.
Yeah, literally.
Oh,
I walked
dude.
away mad, stomping up the stairs. Like it's like a football game.
I
and
don't
you're-
care what we
yeah.
eat for dinner, okay?
Exactly.
How about that?
Exactly. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
It's true.
It is very true. I started.
It's so true. I just now remember it sitting over there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hate you.
Yep.
I hate
I've never
you.
had a pin make me that mad.
And you know the reason I sold it? I do remember the reason I sold it. Number one, I thought, this is a grail. I want a collector's. I want it all. But another reason, I think it pissed me off one night so bad that I turned it off and I just vowed to myself, I'll never do it again.
Yeah, you told me you were
I
like,
will
I've
sell
had
this son
enough
of a
of
bitch.
that game.
I'm done. I
Yep.
don't, and then I get sad when it leaves. I don't really miss Pirates, but not
Yeah.
to the level I do this Wonka.
I miss Wonka. I do miss Wonka. Even the anger with it, I miss her.
For any of you guys that, this is no bullshit. If you've not given this pen a chance and you continue to shit on it, you're doing yourself such a disservice. This is a greatness type of pen.
You have to put some
Really
money
is.
into it, though, if you're going to play it on location. Like we said, it takes a little bit to
Yeah.
open it up, so give it
And you want to
time
see,
and
you want to
open
hear
up.
it. This game, we're certified. This is a really, really
Yeah.
good game.
Very good.
Yeah. I'm at an A- cumulatively speaking. This is an A pen for me. I love where it lands on my rating scale. You're at a B+.
B+.
This is solid. I
Very
think the
solid.
theme hurts
Theme hurt.
for
That's
you.
what killed mine a lot.
Theme
but
means a lot. It's 10%.
It's a great playing
Hurts for
game.
you.
One of my favorite games ever, honestly.
Man, I want to go play some Willy Wonka. Until then, check out our other videos for Straight Down the Middle. Thanks for the continued support and all the messages you guys send. Any donations to PayPal is at, I think it's SDTM pinball at gmail.com. You can do that. Go give us a review at your favorite review catcher. But all the we're to the point, Greg, we've been in this years. We're kind of established, right?
are.
We love the family that we've created with you guys.
Love hearing from you.
Yeah, so we always like the ups and downs. Just let us know how it's going. Keep communicating with us. We really appreciate that.
Love talking to you guys.
And as you guys will see over the next couple months in the year or so, we're morphing this brand and this channel into something that is not going to just be pinball, and it's going to include a lot of fun things.
Yeah.
And things that you and I are pretty
Me and a lot
passionate
does.
about.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're kind of opening ourselves up more to you, but it's still going to be the same shit and fun and, just a blast between me and my best friend, Greg. And he loves me touching him too, don't you, Greg? All right, until next time, guys, thanks again. Love you. Go check out Chuck Wirt's stream on Straight Down the Middle, Carrie Hardy's videos on Straight Down the Middle, and my podcast that Greg appears on called The Pinball Show. I do fucking love pinball, man.
It's fun.
God, I love it.
You hit it off with the bumper, now you're straight down the middle again. You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the outlet again. I tried to cradle you with my flipper, it was always...
Greg, come with me, and you'll see. No, let me try it again.
The world of pure imagination.
I gotta try it again. I said the wrong word.